Hello mouses! The office has been freezing all day, so today we're here in the library because we've got a fire just there and that's keeping us all warm. So what I want to do is talk about a bit of the news today because I want to cover some important things, and then as interesting things happen during the US election I'm going to be doing more videos tonight. So you can expect a few more videos after this one later in the evening, or during the day for the American viewers, or I think during the day and then the evening for Australian viewers. Depending on your time frame, you're going to see some more videos, is what basically I'm saying. Okay, let's get started. I want to start with this interesting thing which a lot of people have just been tweeting about, saying, surprise, surprise, it's happening again. There's a voting machine, just the one that's been confirmed so far, there may be others we don't know, that is basically preventing people from voting for Obama. What's actually happening on the machine is that for some reason the calibration is incorrect, and pressing the Obama button is registering votes for Mitt Romney. So basically, Mitt Romney's area for selection is twice as large as it should be, and Obama's is a sliver along the bottom of his voting box. So if you want to vote for Obama, you've got to keep pressing until you find the button that actually selects Obama, which is no good, is it? So basically what I can tell from this, based on what the commentary that the video uploader has given, is that this is just one machine in a booth of 3, and it's the only one that had problems. Although having said that, all the video uploader can say is he asked the people around him whether they were having trouble voting. But of course, if they're voting for Romney, they won't have noticed this. So, can we tell whether all of those 3 voting booths were essentially not allowing Obama votes? We can't, because all we know is this particular one, in this particular circumstances, wasn't registered. But it's something that we have to look out for, because, and I'm trying to stay as impartial as possible here, but Mitt Romney's son owning, or at least having bought and got a controlling share in the company that was creating the voting booths, has a lot to lose from this. He can't afford to look like he's rigged the election for his dad. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but just remember, if there's a problem with the voting booth, ask to use another one. Moving on, we've got the UK saying that they will now support getting President Assad of Syria out of Syria if it will stop all of the fighting. Now, the only way this would actually happen is if he wasn't immediately arrested and tried for crimes that he's committed either during his reign or during the war. But it's unlikely that anyone's going to give him the immunity that he would want. So it's unlikely that this will happen. But it's nice to see that people are actually trying to do something, at least, to try and stop the war in Syria. So far it's not happened, but people are trying, so hopefully this will be resolved fairly soon. Although, given that we've been saying that since the start, I can't see that happening. But either way, let's hope for a peaceful solution in the near future. The other thing I want to talk to you about is this problem has come up. In the mid to late 90s, there was a big investigation into Welsh care homes that were being basically used as grooming and sexual predation areas for paedophiles. And there was a big investigation at the time under the previous Conservative government, the one before the Labour government that was in for 13 years. So we're talking a big timescale here in when it was. And apparently there was a cover-up on some of the investigation, and apparently not everything that they should have looked at was looked at. And even at the time when the investigation was set up, it wasn't set up to cover everything. So we've got to do it again. There's going to be an investigation into the original claims and the other claims that are going on, which are basically that children were removed from the care home in order to be taken and basically sold to paedophiles. So why that wasn't investigated at the time, I don't know, but it is amazing that it wasn't, and someone's going to have to answer some serious questions about that one. And they're going to have to answer them soon, because there's an investigation being set up into the previous investigation. So basically, now we have the Jimmy Savile and all the associated investigations there. We have the Welsh care home investigation, which is going to take a long time. And we have an investigation into the previous Welsh care home investigation. So that's, as some of the members of Parliament have put out, that's basically an investigation a week into paedophilia. Now, Yvette Cooper, one of the Labour shadow ministers, she's asking why we can't have one big investigation into all of the child abuse claims. And that's a nice idea. I think it would be very nice if we could just do one big investigation and make sure we covered everything. But the problem I have with that is the last investigation into the Welsh care home problem was a fairly big investigation. The BBC one is a big investigation. The current one into the Welsh care homes is a big investigation. That's 3 big investigations. Do we really want all of that attention on what a big and very important investigation split? Because one person's got to coordinate all 3 if we do one big investigation. And I don't think that's going to be possible. We'd end up with a lot of bureaucracy just to run the investigation, and that's not going to benefit anyone. So I'm going to say no to Ms Cooper's idea that we split attention, because that's the worst thing that can happen right now. Okay, that's all I want to cover now. Like I say, I'm going to be back later on with more videos covering what's going on in the election. So until then, I'll say thanks for watching. Share this video with your friends if you liked it, and press the like button, and subscribe for future videos because there will be some more tonight. Until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching the Knob Mouse channel, and I'll see you later.